Good day. Well, here we are again, going through the same routine as always, having fun looking at the Matrix in all its wonders and fascinating events. I mean, what would we do if we didn't have it? It'd be so boring. But here we get to enjoy the show. I'd like to think about NPCs today. You know? Who are they? What are they? Is it even a real thing? I'll start way ahead and just say I think that they are real. I mean, how else can this Matrix pull off half of its stuff without the aid of NPCs and like operating minions that work on behalf of the Matrix to make any of this happen? Any of the show. I mean, you ever go anywhere and, I mean, you know, run into somebody that you just go like, well, that's an odd person, or they're doing something really odd. And you think, how can a real person be doing that? And you go, well, they're just troubled, or that's a bad person. What if it's an NPC just running a script? That's why they're doing things that no human would ever do. There's no conscious being would be involved in the situation that you're questioning, right? I mean, think about it, man. Think about it. Road rage people. Now, I mean, everybody can be a little peeved when driving, but I mean, some of these situations are so far out there that, well, what if it's just an NPC? He's part of an angry script, running around being Mr. Angry Guy or girl, whatever, and causing a problem, making a scene, adding drama. If you ever notice, you look around, you find drama, probably NPC, right? Because that's what this Matrix is all about. It's causing drama. It wants drama. And without drama, what would life be? It would be a little bit simple. So all this drama, it adds the fire under your feet, right? It makes you like switch from doing kind of what you want to having to navigate this world in a different way. Just think about it. I really think this could be something here. I mean, think about all this conflict going on right now, too. We got these conflicts happening. And how much is that run with NPCs? You know, it's just enough to get you to believe in the storyline. So you can believe it, you have to see some of it. But what if some of that's done by NPCs? You might say, why do so many people get so invested in these conflict topics? You know, part of it is the news trying to use its propaganda ways to convince you of something. But what if that is by using NPCs so you can see kind of what it's trying to show you? Just for the belief, so you can believe. Because it would have to be a lot of this Matrix stuff is about you believing it. Now we have this so-called awakening, and more people are becoming aware at different levels, because it takes time to be, growing in your enlightenment, right? So it's levels, but more and more people are getting that awakening, I don't know if everybody sees the NPC or sees the Matrix, but they're starting to see that things aren't what they thought they were. Maybe you're one of them. I was one of them at the very beginning, thinking Matrix wasn't what I thought it was. Life was changing. I started where, you're thinking, oh, the two sides of government are trying to have power control, and who are you voting for? And then you think, what's the point of my vote? Then you get into all these other topics. Once you go there, you're starting to wonder about the food you're eating, and you're starting to wonder who actually controls the government and controls your food and controls the media. And then you're like, wow, looking at all these events, and then you're noticing numbers and numerology, and wow, you're saying, I'm figuring all this out. There's people behind this. And I think eventually you get to the point where you say, wait a second. What about the NPC and minions? And what if all this is a lie? Who wrote our religions, and who is writing our history? And why am I believing all of it? And then you see the numbers probably. You're probably at some point where you're seeing synchronicity numbers, numerology is hitting you. And you're wondering, what does it mean? Well, part of what I think it means is, one, if you're really acknowledging it and saying, wow, this is really far out weird, this means something, then you're probably a real person. You're not an NPC. I think an NPC would see those numbers and say, isn't that a coincidence? Where's the pancakes? And move on. But I think a real person knows those numbers are trying to say something. They believe it. They believe in it. And what is it really trying to say? I think part of it, I don't know the answer, but I think part of it, the answer would be, it's trying to show you that you're a real person. And it's showing you that this place is fake. Because there ain't no way those numbers can always be there constantly all the time. I don't think they're probably not. I don't think there's special digits that mean love or angel talking or the. I think it's the outside source, which we can call God, the maker, who is not fully the Matrix trying to pull the wool over our eye. I believe that there is something else outside of us. And I think that's their way of communicating that you should wake up and see that it's fake, because it needs you for some reason to acknowledge that you see it's fake, to be aware of it. For whatever reason, that needs to be something you know. I don't know. What else can I say about that? I don't know. You have to see what you see and connect what you think is right for you. But I think if you know you're not an NPC, then you're something very special. and you're being shown that you're something special. And if we're not NPCs, and we're well aware that this place is fake, imagine you can go through this life with no fear. And I don't think the Matrix wants you to do that, because it does love making everything very drama oriented. And that drama comes with fear, anxiety, and stress. It loves to push it, and it uses its NPCs and minions to push that agenda hard. But if you realize that this is not a real place and that you're a real person, you don't need to have fear. You don't need to worry about anything because it's fake. You can let go of all the so-called, what's the term now? Trauma that you've had your whole life since a child. Everything's trauma. And you got to go see a therapist, and because you can't cope. Well, guess what, folks? Yes, you can cope, because you're a real person. If you see those numbers and you see the whole world's fake and you know everything's an illusion and you know it in your gut and in your heart, and you believe that outside source, God, is speaking to you, that means you don't have to have fear. And how special and how powerful is that? Because now whenever that Matrix throws those NPCs to start an argument with you, to get in your way, to cause you drama, you don't have to be bothered by it. You can laugh in the face of that nonsense. And you don't have to worry where you're going after all of this. Don't worry. Have no fear of where you're going, because if this ain't real and it's created, that means there's something else outside of this. And if he's showing you the way, it's because there's something outside of this for you. Very powerful stuff, guys. So don't let all that drama out there get to you. Don't let any of that bother you whatsoever. Don't let it stop you. No fear for any of this. Go out and enjoy yourself, because you know this place is fake. And it's all there for you to enjoy if you don't have that stress and fear. No worries. Anyways, that's my 25 cents. Yeah, it's a little steep, but inflation, so it's my 25-cent thought right there. I don't know. I think I'm going to grab myself a snack. Something tasty. Why not? Maybe have a piece of cake.